Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Love to Life Tarot. This is Nikki, and this is for Virgo. Hey, Virgo, how you doing? Hey, Virgo, how you doing? Virgo, this is going to be your monthly April reading. Like, subscribe, share, leave a comment below, and let me know if this resonates with you. Virgo, Virgo, we just gonna flow with joy, okay? We just gonna flow. How low can you go? Oh, how low can you go? Oh, how low can you go? Let's see here, Virgo. What's this about? Some stuff may be heavy, Virgo. I don't know what it is. Everybody kind of dealing through stuff. I ain't hip with the retrogrades and the eclipses and all that jazz. But I think we just came out of retrograde, so some old stuff may be resurfacing for you to deal with. People may be coming back into your life. Closures may be coming about, coming around, foreclosures to be had. Conversations may come up for you to handle them in a different manner. It's the energy that I am getting. I don't know if we're at that time and space, but that's the energy that I am getting. So let's just see here. I feel like some stuff was left on red. You may be leaving things on red, READ, and then I feel like stuff was left on red, RED, meaning hot, okay? Hot. Came in hot, left hot, okay? Alright, so we're going to see what that is about. And I feel like you're done with a circumstance that has been toggling with you up in the air. Hard to release and let go. You may be dealing with a Capricorn, but this is a different type of energy. Capricorn is kind of fed up at this place. And it was hard, but I feel like your Capricorn is not nobody is further along than another person, and you may have a Capricorn friend that may be guiding you that you can speak with, that when you tell them what's going on, y'all can kind of relate because that person been through something, so they know what space you at, they know how you feel. And if not, because you Virgos are pretty private, I would say open up to a friend that may could help you move you from the place that you at. Somebody you can trust, and I always say they won't run their mouth and tell your business. Friends are hard to come by, baby. I saw somebody make a post on Twitter. I need to stop saying stuff to people I don't know, but nobody knows anybody, even when you've been with a person, and I don't want to go down that road. But I'm going to say this. I got two things. I saw a person put on Twitter, right? I'm on the phone talking to my friend, and she in line at Family Dollar, and her card declining, and she pregnant. And there was a long slew of people that was going in on her friend. How could she be pregnant and can't even afford a Family Dollar? And then I just couldn't. The spirit in me, because I don't like a fake mother. You know what I'm saying? And you may be telling people how you feel, Virgo. You may be running around and you may have some fakers in your life. And I said, with friends like you, who need enemies? The fuck did the world need to know your friend business for at a hard time? Like, baby, watch who around you. I get a lot of that. Don't tell your business. Okay, Virgo, I'm very hush hush. And I ain't got a soul other than Jesus that I tell some things to. Okay? All right. So, yeah, I'm saying that for a reason. I'm saying it for a reason. That's called I'm saying it for a reason. I made that up just a minute ago. Go get it from Spotify, Virgo. All right. Okay. Girl, you better talk about it. Bottom of the deck devil card. I'm going to tell you one thing about what the heck I feel. I ain't got to say it no more. Whether this is patterns, toxicities of yours, because we always got to look within. We can't be pointing the finger of everybody else. I get some of that going on too. I'm saying a whole lot of you, but flip that thing. You could be dealing with an individual that won't look at they self for nothing, okay? And with those people, you can't do nothing but say, all right, God bless you, okay? Peace be with you and you move it along, okay? Because what can you do with an energy of such? None. Not nothing but rebuking in the name of Jesus and tell it to get gone. That's the energy I feel like that you should be doing with the folks around you that is showing you these type of tendencies. So I get a whole lot of checking and hold your tongue with people who you talk to if you don't know if you can trust them or not. And checking your corners and seeing who really faking and who ain't. Because I get an energy of that. It's also as you looking within to see what changes need to be made, because we can't accept it from anyone outside of us if we ain't willing to go the distance and do it on the inside. And I'm saying that not to at you. I'm just saying that's how the universe works. And I'm also saying I feel like that's a reason that is up in here somewhere. Okay? All right. We have the Page of Wands. I like it. We have the Hermit card. You Virgo coming out the gate. Yes. We have the Four of Wands. Okay. And then we got the Sun card. Coming out the gate, I like it, okay? I like it a lot. So you may be at this place of solitude because you're looking at those things. You may be at this place of solitude because you checked your corners and that's why you by yourself now. Preaching to the choir, I get it. I feel like you're focused, right? At this present time is the Page of Swords. Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag, you don't have to be that person. But the Page of Wands is willing to go out there and just try things. You know, you may have this sense of freedom that I feel like that you are willing to just go out there and try something different, try something new, be expressive, you know, dive off into what your passions are. This Page of Wands kind of is the creative page. It has no sense of destination. It's just willing to kind of try new things. And I feel like this is a difference because you, at the beginning, I do get this energy of some of my Virgos. This is that attachment to another person underneath Fool card that I feel like something needed to be let go of. So this thing that has been holding you kind of bound, and I'm saying you or a circumstance that may be really fresh, that you may be ripping off the band-aid, and it may have placed you at this time for you now to be looking off to a different direction, you know, to find your sense of freedom, which is the Four of Wands. And sometimes, you know, in certain decks it's two people standing here, and in certain decks it's one person standing here. In this particular deck that I chose is one person standing here, and I'm gonna take that in this scenario with you is that you are learning this new sense of freedom of you standing on your own and understanding that you're gonna be okay. The bigger picture right now is what I feel like is your happiness. Is your happiness. My phone was telling me it's about to die. Is your happiness. And that's what I feel like you're trying to learn. This sun is about inner childlike feelings. So this energy that I'm pulling off the Page of Wands is like it's I like it because it's this new place of you trying to explore you. You trying to explore what you really like. You know, some people could be 50 years old, and because you never really stepped back, and because your whole world may have been an individual or a circumstance or a pattern or a way of thinking, and you may just now be willing to open up to do something different. So you now exploring yourself, and I'm getting some good energy with that. Okay. And I do get that you being mindful, but I do see a sense of you just want to see what this sense of newness will be like. Okay, so you're trying. Now, some of my Virgos, that sounds really good, but you know how life is. It be life. It be life. This is a one for some of my Virgos because I feel like you have been at this place where this devil card is of things that has been toxic, or maybe you may feel like you've been on this roller coaster of things kind of been going in a certain direction where you need to pull yourself from. So some of this is you taking time to step back to kind of decide how and the whys of why you've been at this place, and not looking at it with a sense of resentment, but looking at it with a sense of what the hermit would do, which would take in and heal that and utilize it in a way where you could use it for growth and help you heal moving forward. Okay. We got the Five of Cups. I had to get that off before I said that because I felt that energy coming. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Magician card. You could be dealing with Aries. We have the Ten of Pentacles. What reading would Virgo be without no money involved? Okay. And we got the Two of Wands. All right. So you could very well be dealing with a Capricorn. Life is what you make it. That's the energy that I feel. The Magician card is the magician. He is the creator. He is the one. Yes. He is the one who puts forth the effort in the direction where he wants it to go. So I do feel like that it was a time where Virgo was putting energy, and I'm saying you flip it if it ain't, in a direction of the way things were going. This is what I'm saying. I know it's hard at times when stuff is like messed up, time after time after time, because I feel like it was a cycle. And this could be a situation or a circumstance that involves you, Virgo. And I feel like that shit, it could put you at a place of you will be reiterating, like, you know, thinking that all you got is bad luck and you tired of circumstances and it ain't like you lazy, you put in the work, but yet you still at this place. So this is the thing. I feel like you changed from that because you saw that, hey, it's been this nudge that thinking like that get you that. And thinking like that gets you to stay here. You ain't gonna move from this place even though you in this circumstance. I get it. I understand why you just feeling like you in this circumstance and saying that, talking negatively and being and lingering in the circumstance. Okay, so I feel like that what Virgo is doing is taking action in a new direction and you pushing that negative energy. So that negative energy is energy that I feel like I don't want you to tell yourself either. So that goes within also. And I ain't talking at you, but I feel like that's what you're telling yourself. To a place that I feel like that you're going to try to uh, work on your inner being, your inner self, your inner light, you know. So I do feel like that you do see a light at the end of the tunnel, and you are recognizing that this is a moment in time, no matter how much it may affect you. Is the energy that I feel? Okay. All right. So we have the Page of Swords, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We have the Five of Pentacles hovering over the Nine of Pentacles on this side. So, yes, it could be a money situation. We got the Page of Pentacles, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, the student. And we got the Seven of Wands. I heard something when I picked it up. And then on this side, we got the Queen of Pentacles, okay? Cap, I was gonna say Capricorn. Virgo, you going to work. I do feel like that. You working on foundation. You may be working overtime. I feel like finances are getting better for some. If you were at a place that I do get that you were trying to save or you didn't have it, I do see it growing. I do see that energy. You may just be focused on building a wealth and a foundation and, you know, nurturing yourself, and that's a good energy. Okay, I do get that energy, and that's that sense of you may be once again standing alone because that's that person who has this sense of independence. Now, some of my Virgos, I do get that it's almost like a I ain't gonna say a pick yourself up, but you know it's hard when you dealing with a person that you've been with or you got history with, and it hit you in the beginning that this ain't gonna work. And I get the energy you stay in this Five of Cup energy for a while, but eventually I feel like you become the Magician card and you manifest the life that you want to have. That comes with you growing. It comes with you maybe feeling left out in the cold if somebody left you, or feeling left out in the cold or broken because this situation has pushed you to the place of independence where I feel like where you may be by yourself. Because I feel like the Hermit is here, and then you end with the Nine of Pentacles. I do get that. Page of Swords is a person that may be trying to speak truth, but I don't get fully from the Page of Swords. I don't know why. I just don't get it, okay? From the Page of Swords. I do get this new sense of clarity with the Page of Swords that you have gained within to understand that you know that you don't have to fight against a situation just to hold on to something. I feel like somebody fought against what was going on and rejected a circumstance because they didn't want it to end, or they didn't want a circumstance to not be what it is. I feel like in the end, when you look at what it is and look at what has happened, I feel like it's this sense of growth that come about that a person can understand. It comes in as lessons. That's what the Page of Pentacles is. That's a student of the day. Is the energy that I feel. So let's just see. Okay? And that holds you, have you work better with attachments, hence the Devil card, and that allows you to release and let go of situations that may have been hard for you. Okay? Okay, let's do the Page of Wands and Hermit. We have the Strength card. Yes, God's going to equip you with the strength to handle all things. That's you taking charge. So that's that sense of newness. That's that sense of doing things differently. That's that sense of, just going out there and see what life has to offer. And it may be a bit different for you. We have the Eight of Wands with the Five of Wands. Okay, it may be a bit conflictual. Like I said, it may be hard, and those could be energies within, and these are energies also that may be between you and another individual. Okay, this may be with people and circumstances around you. Okay, that you have stepped back to take control to kind of see people in your corner. You also have the Hermit card as well coming back out. So you may be at a place of solitude, healing, okay, spiritual growth, trying to reflect and, push through circumstances. Oh, and that was also the Eight of Wands. So that's that movement that I already told you that was taking place. We got the Four of Wands and the Sun. Oh, Six of Wands, yes. This is some confidence. The Six of Wands is that gentleman coming back from a war, so you've been through some hard things. I feel like you're focused for some of my Virgos. Remember, I said when you try to move forward, it just seemed like things be hard for you. So the Five of Wands, I feel like you're not looking at it the same anymore. You do know that it's the sort of light at the end of the tunnel. Hence, those Eight of Wands is not going to stop you from trying to put in the work to move forward, to pour off into you. I do feel like for some of my Virgos, you really try to speak light off into a circumstance, okay? And I feel like a person ain't there. Y'all not at the same place anymore, okay? And you know what? I feel like because you tried, you okay with it. I do get that. I get you okay with things. Do you want it to be like that? No, but you okay with it because you tried. Five of Cups and Magician card. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords is that hasty knight, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That's that person that could kind of go off and do things without thinking. They can kind of react. This is the in and out energy in a sort of, they can react in a sort of argumentative way, you know. Certain circumstances of the past, old patterns, ways that I feel like the Virgo may want to change, and I'm saying a whole lot of you flip it, okay, is here to be dealt with, looked at, worked on, move forward, release, let go, and that way the devil can be released and the food can take place. Ten of Pentacles and Two of Wands. Six of Pentacles, yes. If this is a work endeavor, I feel like you're just working, pouring off. I feel like for some, I don't know why I'm saying this. I feel like for some of my Virgos, someone may have been given to too many people, or if it's a job related, I feel like it was too many hands in the pot. Like you see all them hands that's reaching up right there. Okay, I do get that. If it's somebody you was trying to work with, I don't know what it is, or a partnership or some sort. For some of my Virgos, yeah, for some of my Virgos, I get a sense it may have been you and you trying to help too many people. Sort of energy is that I'm feeling from this, or it's too many situations that I feel like that's kind of grabbing at you, where I feel like you may have had to take back yourself. You like your hermit. The reason why it came out twice is the energy so you can kind of nurture yourself, and you may be defensive and having, what do I, not borders, but boundaries. I was gonna say borders. I keep seeing a line, boundaries and things like that. Virgo, for some of my Virgos, I feel like this is what was missing because you were at a place between you and another person, or what is missing. If you're with a situation or a person that you're trying to be committed to, y'all kind of been on the outs, and I don't know, it's been like this dryness in the relationship. I feel like a person wants more give and take, and a person to listen to them. And if you do have a problem, we should be able to talk about it and not argue about it and handle things differently. And I feel like a person wants like date night and just different things to spice things up, because I feel like somebody really wants something to grow, but y'all kind of at this place where a person could be with somebody, but you feel like you're not. Okay. and it been a pattern of this, and y'all maybe talked about it, and yet no change. The Six of Pentacles for some of my other Virgos with this Ten of Pentacles and this Two of Wands is that you're at a place of, for some business wise, seeing what you want to put your effort off into to grow the business. Some I do feel like you're at a place where you're trying to figure out what you want to pour off into you. Okay, all right. So Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles, child. You got the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a passionate knight. That knight that's ready to go out. So that sense of enthusiasm and going for things that you're passionate about is growing. You started with the Page of Wands. It's up to the Knight of Wands. And I thought I saw a King of Wands somewhere. I'm looking. No, I don't see it. I feel like it will grow. I feel like this sense of movement, right? For a Virgo who had to step their feet out because things weren't working out, and this is something new for you. I feel like towards the end of the month you're feeling better about yourself, you're feeling better about the movement forward. When I do feel like that Five of Pentacles is in the background. I do get that, but I do feel like that you're more accepting of a circumstance, which is moving you away from that attachment energy, which is very good. Okay, all right. I don't even want to talk about the other person because that's how it is. When they see that you're detaching, then here they come. Don't be allowed to get sucked back in. Seven of Wands and Page of Pentacles, okay? Or somebody just be checking up on you, okay? Seven of Wands, Page of Pentacles. We got the Justice card. Justice card is about balance, it's about truth, it's about clarity, it's about spiritual growth is the energy that I get. It's about cause and effect. That's the energy, and this is the goal. I feel like this is landing on here because the cause and effect over the Page of Pentacles is this is where the lesson come in, because you know the reason why you're here, even if a person try to act like they don't. I get that energy. You're well aware about where you want to pour off your energy in the sense of clarity you have in that. You're well aware of the people that you want around you, and to people who are balanced, and you know that you're going to stand against those who aren't. I do get that energy. I feel like that you are putting forth more effort off into yourself, and that's a good thing. All right. Bottom of the deck, the Hangman. Things take time, right? I do get that. I feel like justice is coming for those who have been at that place where things have been by humbug. Keep putting in the work. I do see energy moving. I do see that. All right. Okay, let's see here. And the Hangman makes sacrifices. I feel like, hey, you may feel like you did. All right, let's see. I make sacrifices. Bloody sacrifice. Bottom of the deck, we have abandoned, left out, walked away, cold. You may have to had to get through those energies, and you may still have some of those energies mustered up because I still see the Five of Pentacles here. The difference is that you're not holding on to it, and I feel like an abandonment was a thing, that needed to be worked on. Everybody have abandonment issues, I do believe, and some may be, more than others. If some stem from a childhood where you may have a parent that may have left, and it may trickle over into your adulthood and stuff. So it's always some underlying inkling of why a person took as much as they did, or it's something there. I feel like that's what's being worked on. So this new sense of seeing this hermit here, and you have been dealing with abandonment issues, whatever this was, is a good thing, because that clears you from being bound and attached to a situation, because you are capable of knowing that you are able of being alone. And that's the energy. That's why I made it a big deal about that Four of Wands with that person standing alone. Not that people want to be alone, and sometimes being alone get lonely. I ain't finna tell you that, but you have the capability of doing that. Get you that partner that who also has that capability. Then these are two healthy individuals that's not, codependent to one another. All right. Death, awareness, importance, and value. I ain't have to go that deep on you. Maybe that's why I was talking that deep, Virgo. Perspective, better off, happiness, and a clear headspace. finally, I feel like Virgo, you understand that you may be better off. I feel like somebody didn't want to let something go or someone go. Okay? All right. So, only you, devoted, attached, and craved. Okay? So, I feel like that was an issue. That's why I've been, I guess, going hard talking about it, and that's something that you're working on. All right. We don't need nothing else. That's it. First of all, stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. But the card that popped out the deck is basically, I guess, why I've been talking your ear off. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. That's the energy I felt from that Page of Wands. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I get this new sense of Virgos is at a place of exploration, and that may be something different because surprises is a thing that Virgos don't like. You got to know how it's gonna go down, and for you to kind of go with the flow and be it is what it is, and understand and be willing to take chances and be a little bit risky and kind of just be let your creative juices flow and just kind of go with the flow and let life. I feel like, yeah, you planning. I know it's hard, but I feel like it's this new spirit of I want to try that in my life, and I feel like that's a good thing to have. So explore. We all need to. All right, love and light.